upon this morning, we got out of the truck, getting everything ready to head out. All of a sudden, my dad looks at me and says, "You're gonna hunt the sable today." So what made you choose that?
It's Father-Daughter Day in Africa.
There's two things that my dad came to South Africa looking for, the Nyala and the Sable. Two things of which he has always wanted to hunt. You know, coming to Africa in itself has been very much a family tradition. It's been a part of our family. It's why we're here, and so, especially with Francois. And so being able to share that moment with my dad and being able to share this hunt all in itself was incredibly touching. So it ended up being a pretty tough spot and stalk. We weren't able to find him. We were then able to kind of go up on a higher point. They located this herd. We did some spot and stalking, a lot of spot and stalking, lots and lots and lots of walking, and ended up coming up to them. Unfortunately, we were about 250 yards, 300 yards out, and it was a little too far. They got spooked. We tried to army crawl a little bit further, still got spooked. So we decided to kind of go with another plan, kind of going out, looking if we can spot him again, and all of a sudden we're kind of making our way, and I look to my right and I just see him standing by himself in the field, and this time it was very intense. They were able to get close enough, about 175 yards out from him. He was behind some brush, so we were able to have some really good cover. Wind was in our favor. Used the shooting sticks, again, the Ultra Engineered products. He took off running. We were a little nervous. He kind of came around the left of a brush, and it was perfect setup. And he stopped, perfect broadside, shot him right in the shoulder, and he went down almost immediately. So it was extremely successful, very rewarding to be able to share that moment with not only my father, but Francois, who plays a very big part in not only this trip, but our family. So to make this happen, incredibly grateful for having this moment with my entire family, and especially with these two men and some really amazing PHs. And we're able to put up yet another very special moment to my grandfather's gun, the same rifle he came here and shot for many, many years hunting here in South Africa.
It's Father-Daughter Day in Africa.
The legs on him.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, Dad.
I am too. He's very nice.
Is he?
Just
Holy cow. Wow. Nice shot.
Well, the weapon.
Okay. Okay.
You did a nice shot this morning.
I did do
you did a
it.
perfect shot this
Yep.
morning.
You've been doing a lot of perfect.
He's laughing at me. He walks back.
I'm always
"You need a
laughing.
short stroke."
No, I told him I wasn't even gonna. I said I didn't even try because I didn't want to get a penalty. You want to turn him somehow?
You know what's fun with a bow? It's one of the oldest weapons in the world, and every year we are expected to build a better one. This year's product is to strive to get even more balance than we've ever had before. The sight, the stabilizer, the quiver, we're looking at how that all melds together into a package that feels ergonomically like one unit. And this is where the V3X has really come in strong.
Well, I have been looking for Nyala for many years, actually, on many past trips, and accompanying my daughter on her hunt to South Africa, we've seen some nice Nyala around, and we've been kind of looking at them every day, and we decided to continue to look in an area where we've seen them in the past. Some of them were sitting under the trees in the shade, and this guy got up and he started to make his way to get out of the area, and we were lucky that we were able to get a shot off and obtain a beautiful representation of a Nyala. I was fortunate that I had the Ultrek engineered shooting products sticks to help me, otherwise it would have been a difficult because of the terrain and the distance. So I thank everybody for helping and making this a wonderful experience.
Okay, I'm Tinus de Wet. I'm Francois is my uncle. So for a PH course you have to go, it's about 12 days. You learn about the law for hunting, because for outside people and some people from South Africa, there's a certain law, what time you may hunt, what time of the year some animals be hunted, other animals you can hunt through the year, problem animals, you must set certain times you can hunt it, especially the laws. And then it's the two best things, it's about the people you work with and then the animals, those two things. They said why I do it is because my father did it, and his father before him, and his father before him. For becoming a PH, it all started. The first two things you need to know before becoming a PH. The first one is, it's all about the animals. You must love them, not love to hunt them especially, but you must love them very, very much. It must be something you always wanted to do, something you grow up to do, or just special to be, and I basically say it must be in your blood. Why is game so important to me? Hunting is not like it sounds like, but if there's not hunting, there won't be animals. If the hunting stops, the wildlife, everything will go to waste. There's no reason to keep them around, no reason to get some more families or get more people from shooting it and get bigger groups, bigger farms, bigger places for them to live. And then the other thing is you must work with people, because being a PH is all about the client, the guy coming with you. Is you're treating from the morning till the end. There's no stop. You can, for you, if you want to go to sleep, there's still someone who wants to treat that guy and take him out. There's no calendar of the year. It starts for 10 days straight, sometimes 20 days straight with no off time between. It's an art job, but it's for you. If you enjoy it, it's not work.
An old friend of mine always said it's not about the steak you eat, it's about the sizzle of the steak on the fire. And it's just this whole atmosphere that is in our group hunting, the respect for the animals, try and get a steadier shot, a clearer shot. And I think if I have to say well, I enjoyed everything we hunted, but the warthog, I must say, was definitely the highlight. That was just the biggest warthog I've seen in many, many years. I don't know where it came from, and I think it was just, like we said this morning, we used up all our bad luck yesterday. It was time for some good luck. And this big warthog just showed up. I knew you better shoot that. You never in your life will get another opportunity on hunting a warthog like that. Warthog.
Oh, I saw.
See the whole bunch of them together
Yeah,
there?
I saw the warthogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That's huge.
Well, the females are bigger than the male. He must be a opportunist. Yeah. Pretty soon he's gonna get kicked in the butt by an older guy. There's another one coming. I just want to see. That's a young one or an old one.
That's an incredible one. Jessica.
Holy cow, he's a beast.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Yay!
Yo.
Holy crap. He's huge.
Huge.
Holy cow. He's mean looking.
He's mean looking.
Oh my golly.
That's a best version of the trip.
Thank you.
This is incredible.
Look at him. Thanks.
If I knew it was that big, I would have been shooting.
He was, oh God, he's a beast.
Holy smoke.
Well, as we're spot stalking this morning for some springbuck, all of a sudden we were just looking around and saw this massive male just standing there. It looked like he was clearly digging up in this field. And so we decided to get out and take a quick shot at him. And he dropped instantly. We once again used the Ultrek engineered products, and then I had my grandpa's rifle again with the Vortex optics scope. So it was honestly amazing. It was fun, adrenaline, because these guys are little, but my goodness, they can be dangerous. So it was definitely one of those intense, adrenaline pumping, very excited, to have that opportunity to shoot him. It was honestly really fun. He's got some beautiful tusks, so I can't wait to see who measures at. Thanks.
Jessica, if you look there at this bottom teeth,
Yep.
of the sharpest, it's like a blade, sharp as a blade.
Yeah, holy cow.
Problem with it is you got a close encounter with it, it can kill you immediately.
Wow. And how old? We think this is a pretty old guy?
Yeah, very, very, very old.
Yeah, that's
I think more than
amazing.
10 years, but
Wow,
yeah.
So he-
Francois never saw one year like this.
that's amazing.
Yeah. See this branch that's around it, walk there, nothing on the open. And then we stalk over the hill and saw Sable standing
Of course.
20 yards, looking at us, looking on. And then I called the radio to let you know you can come. And when I asked, a warthog come out of the hole with big stuff.
Ah.
And we were laying down and ready to shoot. And
I was fortunate enough at one stage to decide to go into the guiding business, because we had a bunch of birds on our place, and I've always had wild animals, but it was never formal. And about 95, I think 95, I did my hunting or professional hunter's license. First starting with bird hunting and letting onto bigger game. I was very fortunate, very blessed throughout my life. Met the most wonderful people you can imagine. And I guess I wasn't too long into the business when I met Hector one time. Well, his greatest wish in life, I think, was because he received so much, he was so blessed and fortunate that he always wanted to give something back. And eventually we figured out that, well, let's concentrate on one small area, one community, and see if we can get it like a ripple effect, educate a small group of people and take care of them, provide them with food and blankets and whatever they needed, the most basic needs. And through that, giving people hope, and I guess that's probably one of the most important things for anyone, is not to lose hope. There's always something. There's always a better tomorrow, and we've had so many good times together, sitting out there talking about our dreams and ambitions and how we're going to do it. And he put so much effort into getting the one-shot hunt club established in South Africa. And the actual hunting was a very small part of it. There was always outreach to communities. He organized some 3,000 wheelchairs for some poor kids, disabled people. I cannot even begin to tell you how much money. Total money he raised, books for libraries, books for schools, any kind of equipment. The little school in town we saw earlier, bought tables for them, organized a fridge and some place to heat up the food and a place to store the food. And in the end, well, in the end, further on, more and more people got involved, and everyone that came over would bring something or send something, or take them to the school and to the community. And now everyone can see for himself the biggest needs of the community. And I mean, there were so many packages that arrived. That was the other thing. He would never shoot anything if you didn't get to eat some of it. And he would have me up at night. He would be asleep in bed, and I'll be up in the skinning shed and in the butchery, preparing the meat, because there was someone he met somewhere that was in need of food, and we had to get this done. Leave in the morning, we go and deliver the food for these guys. It was just, he was a fun guy and an outgoing person, and I see that in Jessica, and it has really been. It's the first time that even David is landing alone. The first time that I had the privilege to undo a Jessica and see the values that I saw in Hector, and well, that made us friends. Well, and I can just see, I can see Hector smiling down on Jessica and continuing this tradition. And like I said, her compassion and empathy for the people, for the community, for the environment, for the effort we put into this. The effort Boshi and David went to collect all the food and blankets and school equipment and well, even the soccer balls. That is so much appreciated. I'm getting daily calls, people saying, well, just please tell them thank you. Just, they cannot get enough. And that's just